Hi, I'm Josh Vecchio, and today we're going to look at the 7 ways you can improve your credit score. So let's jump in. Credit score. It can be likened to air, something you don't even know that's there, but will put you 6 feet financially under without adequate quantities. Too often do I hear first-time buyers say, "But Josh, I've been told by my bank I need to apply for a credit card so that I can create my credit file." I worked for the banks for many years, and back then there was astonishing pressure for staff to hit their targets, profit and pleasure for those who did. A fallacy created to guide and encourage people, designed to sell rather than to educate, and couldn't be further from the truth. Right now we're in transition from a static credit scoring system to a live. Historically, a static credit file tallies up all your inquiries and scores you accordingly. The more inquiries, the lower your score. And this isn't limited to financial products like car loans and credit cards. It also includes telco and utilities. So an example is when you apply for a credit card, the bank puts a record of your application on file, recording the amount you applied for and the time. But what it doesn't record is the outcome and whether or not you were approved or declined. Static credit files also list defaults and bankruptcies. These have a significant impact on your credit score and can take 5 to 7 years to clear. Live credit files are due for completion in 2020 in Australia. The main difference is the number of inquiries on your credit file won't have a marked impact as they previously did. This is because all liabilities, both closed and open, will be reported on and will extend as far back as 2 years. This means it's never been more important to pay your bills on time and in full. The biggest problem with live credit scoring is that even when you close down your credit card or personal loan or any debt, the previous repayment history lives on, taking up to 2 years to clear off your credit file. Now we've covered the core understandings and basics, let's jump in to understand what you can do to increase your credit score. 1. Pay your bill on time. The easiest way to implement this is to set up all your bills on a direct debit so you don't have to remember them. 2. Keep track of your credit file. There are a number of services that will SMS and email you whenever a company inquires on your credit file. This service is only getting more and more important as cybercrime increases. This means you'll be able to catch it early before it's too late. The biggest providers in Australia who are able to assist with this are Illion, formerly known as Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, previously known as Vita, and Experian. 3. Dispute any inaccuracies on your credit file. There are countless stories where people have had information listed on their credit file that wasn't theirs. If you have a common name, this could have happened to you. And if it has, we'll want to rectify it straight away. 4. Limit the number of credit inquiries. You want to avoid having a hyperactive credit file at all costs. This is considered when you've applied for too much credit in a short period of time. Sticking to a rule of thumb, it's best to limit your activities and inquiries to no more than 5 a year. Now remember, this includes any telco, any utilities, so be wary. 5. Reduce the confusion. We've all done it before, and it only makes managing your money harder. Limit the number of banks you bank with. I would suggest to having no more than 2 providers, and ideally 1. This is because the more institutions you have, the greater the chance of missing a payment and not having sufficient money to cover a direct debit. 6. Remove unwarranted defaults. The first thing you want to do is get a copy of your credit file and double check. It's common for defaults to be listed without you even knowing. If this has happened to you, no need to despair. It's likely the provider didn't follow the required protocol of contacting you and ensuring you had a chance to remedy the payment. In cases like these, there are countless credit repair lawyers who would be able to rectify this wrong. The best place to start is by getting a copy of your credit file at mycreditfile.com.au. You can download it and get a copy free there. 7. Don't change your job or location frequently. This is an unknown factor in credit scoring, but has an influential impact. The more you move, the lower your credit score. In short, lenders want to be able to find people they lend money to. The more you move, the higher the chance of it being harder for the lender to find you if things go belly up. And by and large, this is a contributing factor for many unwarranted defaults. It's not because people didn't want to pay. Generally, the issue is that they didn't even know the bill was outstanding. So aim to stay in the same location and job for at least 24 months at a time. Times are changing in this world of finance, both for the better and worse. With mortgages, we're expecting the banks to use this data to their advantage, which means the better your credit score, the better your rate, and vice versa. With static credit score, if you had missed a payment on your credit card or personal loan, all you needed to do was close it down and the problem was gone. Now, there's no escape, with this record staying on your credit file for up to 2 years. More and more will we see financial institutions take a black and white approach. Knowing this gives you a chance to secure your future and game the system so that you can take advantage. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.